Before looking at the footage on top of the World Trade Center tower, I want to go over what science says is the supposed curvature of the Earth, with the Earth's circumference supposedly being 25,000 miles around. And that leads you to this chart with the first mile. Within the first mile, there's supposedly 8 inches of curvature. Then it goes by square, with the second mile being 32 inches, and so forth, with 72 in the third. And basically, over each mile, the curvature gets very dramatic very fast. Within 10 miles, that's 800 inches, which calculates to be a little bit over 66 feet. And at 60 miles, that brings you to 2,400 feet. And that's over a quarter mile of curvature. Now let's take a look at the footage. Now with this footage from New York, with the World Trade Center tower, they show engineers working on the spire. Now let's take a look at the footage. And you can clearly see how there's no curvature to the Earth. Right there. This point, all the way across, is a straight line. Again, going back to that chart, there should be a dramatic curve to the Earth. And sometimes we watch videos, not sometimes, a lot of times, and you'll see curvature. But those are with fish eye lens cameras. And that's how you get it. I'm going to show a little bit of that towards the end of this video. You can see where they use standard cameras and the fish eye lens, which distorts the perspective and makes people believe, to go along with what science says, that we lived on a spinning ball floating in space. Again, when they do these documentaries, unknowingly they're exposing themselves in other ways that are paying attention to detail. A little bit more look here. Again, right there. Perfectly flat. See these buildings? I'm going to show it a little bit when they use a GoPro camera with the fish eye lens. And you're going to see a distortion. All these buildings pointing straight up like they should. It's all going to make sense in a little bit. Now taking a look at this footage with the engineer using a completely different camera, this one a fish eye lens camera, and you can see a dramatic curve to the Earth. Not the same camera as used earlier. You see that distortion? You see that drastic curve to the Earth? These buildings leaning to one side? It's all distorted because of the lens of the camera, giving the false perspective. Now with this footage, you're going to completely see how the fish eye lens camera completely distorts the horizon to make it look like it's a ball. There you go. Going from flat to curved. And this is the entire purpose behind these fish eye lens cameras. For the simple fact they need to cover themselves for situations like this. Completely curved. Buildings curved. Everything's curved. Complete distortion. Now take a look at this footage from on top of the South Tower a year before the towers came down. It's a nice pan on top of the tower showing how the horizon is completely flat. Clear as day. flat earth. How people can't see this is beyond me.